Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the NRW where nerds rule the world. It's a world, sort of.
World.
It's flat. It doesn't matter either way.
Some people don't believe that.
Some of it. I'm Heather Hurt. That's KAYFABEYBABY. We're here to talk. It's been a while since we've done reviews, to be quite honest.
Busy.
We've just been so busy. So with that being said, we are going to start it off with Alma and the Wolf. Let's look at the trailer and then we'll talk the film.
Hey.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Dad. You have a date?
She asked me out last minute.
I want you to go. Have fun, all right?
Yeah, this is Ren. You're saying Jack is missing?
When's the last time you saw him?
I had a date.
You mean the woman you picked up last week?
Tell me what actually happened.
A wolf killed my dog.
Jack! I saw the wolf. He has Jack, and nobody believes me.
I know this is a lot to take in.
I'm not crazy. He's out there.
You're worried about the wrong person.
I know my own son.
Seems like you're living your life through him. You greedy little piggy.
Alma.
Search the trees. Search everywhere.
Where is Jack? Where is everybody?
The whole town's coming down with something.
Oh, I'm sorry. The wolf has my boy. We can stop him.
You greedy piggies! You're all gonna die! It's coming for you!
Where's Jack?
He stole Jack.
You know where he is. You've always known.
And what the heck is going on?
Where is Jack, Ren?
It's not me. Where did you come from? This ends now.
Who moved you? Find him!
I want my son back! Why are you doing this?
Kill the wolf for me.
That is Alma and the Wolf. As you know, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. We're going to talk about the plot. We're going to give you some cast, and then we're going to talk about how we feel about it. It's not going to be a long one, we don't think. Great thing about supporting small film is that it doesn't often take a lot to talk about it. Good and bads, I guess. So with that being said, Alma and the Wolf is a mashup of body horror, psychological horror, mentality horror, and honestly a little bit of a revenge story. When I actually had the opportunity to speak to Patrick Jann, the director, about this film, and I asked him, because I was just in so many ways, and we'll talk about this in the review, I asked him, I was just like, is this truly a horror? Because the trailer really makes it feel that way. And his answer kind of surprised me. With that being said, we follow Ethan Embry's character Ren as he tries to solve the mystery of his missing son, who has been kidnapped by a man in a wolf costume. But it's, a real wolf. And that's honestly the entire plot. That is the huge plot, but there was, of course, a big twist at the end, because what horror film would happen without a twist? But we don't want to give it away. He follows clues provided to him by Jun Li, or Lily is her preferred name, who plays Alma. She's right here. He follows clues given to her, and then, of course, she becomes a love interest, but she's actually something even greater. Don't want to give too much away. It is available right now to stream, to rent on video on demand. So definitely check it out when you can. With that being said, as I said, Ethan Embry played Ren Accord. Jun Li was played Alma. The film was directed by Patrick Jann and was written by Abigail Miller. Other credits include Ted Rooney, who plays Merle, Mather Zickel, Kevin Allison, and Dana Milliken. amongst others. Once again, it takes, even a small film like this, it takes a village to make a film. So we want to respect everyone who worked on this film, from the costume designers to the cinematographers to everyone in between. So let's just run right into it. The plot is, because there are so many, this film is so intricate, I don't want to give too much away. It's not that we're not going to spoil, the film is already out. But the plot is what it is, and it's nice. It's very concise. It's technically a horror film where a man is trying to find a son. So with that, QP, what were your initial thoughts of this film?
Well, when we did the reaction to it, it was weird, but I was intrigued. And yeah, so I was like ready to dive in. Jun Li, aka Lily, as you said, Lover in Sinners, for all those that recognize her from Sinners. She's the one that is the reason the vampires get into the house in Sinners. And if you don't know that, spoiler alert, but that has everybody I know is like, Sinners is the best film of 2025 thus far. So yeah, so you know what she does, but she's amazing in that. So it was great to see her in this. Ethan Embry, legend. He's been in a lot of stuff, and yeah, to see him now in this and this, very interesting. So my initial thoughts I was excited to see this, but also curious, and it was a little weird. And now, post having seen this film, which we'll get in, more into the review part, interesting looking back at the trailer and what Michael Patrick Jann, the director, tried to do with this. I'm actually giving it a little bit more ups, I think, in my review overall, looking back at it now, what they attempted to do, and based off of your interview, Heather, which is available on the channel right now, y'all. Go check out Heather's interview with Michael Patrick Jann.
My interview with Lily and Ethan Embry are also up there.
As of this recording, it'll be up.
As of this recording, it will be. And I did get to mention Rex Manning Day to Ethan Embry, and that was really fun. Apparently his wife makes t-shirts for Rex Manning Day. I
have to find that link and put it in the description.
Yeah, we need to find that link. With that being said, my initial thoughts were about the same. This looked interesting. It looked weird. The puppet looked fake, but it looked intentionally fake. So it was curious to see where it was supposed to go with it. And that's going to lead me right into the review. And I will go first, since I'm already kind of blathering away. It didn't change. My opinion did not change between basically the initial thought throughout the film. This is a very interesting movie. When Kuyopi and I, we got to see a different film, which we will be talking about shortly. Watch for our reviews. And we were waiting in line to go into that film. And him and I both watched the movie that day. We were both like, what? This film is it's weird in a good way. I don't know if I'd call it a horror, though. That was my very first question to Michael Patrick Jann was, would you call this film a horror? And he said yes. He said yes in every way. Ethan Embry called it a comedy, which, you know what? It's there. And Lily actually agree with me. She does not think it's a horror film. But it does have elements of horror in it. It's kind of, I can understand body horror. I can understand elements of psychological horror. But honestly, to me, this is a tragedy. And I will make a final statement at the end to try and reduce spoilers. But this movie, I went into this movie thinking that it was going to be weird, and I'm coming out of it thinking it was weird. The puppet was cool, and it was intentional. The fakeness of it was intentional, and I did like that. The movie paced well. Was it a phenomenal film? No. Was it a good film? Was it a weird film that's worth watching? Yeah, I think so. What about you, Kuyopi?
Yeah, echoed your thoughts. I hit you up afterwards. We were both like communicating. What did we just watch? I think we both expected a straight up horror film, but it didn't turn out to be that way. We did expect the weird, and it definitely delivered on the weird. Yeah, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And I don't think it's great, but I see parts of it that as somebody, the both of us that has to watch films quite a bit for our channel, for what we do. I love that it's so different and that it's unpredictable. So that gets points from me. But yeah, it's not blowing me away. It's not going to make my top 10 list of the year or whatever, but I'm glad I watched it. I love the creativity, and even more so in what I was referring to from watching it back again, running that trailer back again, with, I guess, limited budget. what they were able to pull off really shone through me watching that trailer again as a filmmaker. The film looks great. There is those weird CG elements, well, that, you know, and physical practical effects that they did, and it's meant to be, like you said, to look that way. But what they pulled off, the artistry of the shots, and everything, they make it look like a stellar project with I'm sure what was a limited budget, and the actors were acting their asses off. And so I got to give a lot of respect to Michael, Patrick Jann, to Ethan Lee for what they pulled off. But yeah, it doesn't blow me away. And yeah, I echo your sentiments 100%. Yeah, not a great movie, not a bad movie. It's all right and one to watch for just, I think, the creativity of it.
Awesome. All right, that's gonna go in. I think any final thoughts before I give mine?
All right, I'll sign off on my end. I recommend it. Just be ready. Maybe have like another movie right after. I don't think this is gonna fulfill that. You know, if you're looking to watch a straight up horror, but with that being said, and I'm glad you brought up the question again. Great interview that you did with Michael Patrick Jann when he kind of broke that down to you in his explanation. I see the various genres and what he was attempting to do, but I can agree with him that it is a horror at the end, because without spoiling, what this character comes into realization at the very end of everything that he did, what was built to ignore the actions that were done and come into reality, that's horrifying. But I agree with you. But I also agree with you. It's 100% a tragedy. That's what makes it so horrifying. But well done on that interview, though, and just bringing up that question. But yeah, not a great movie, not a terrible movie. It's a good movie. It's something to see, and as a creative, inspirational for me.
Absolutely. And the reason why I did that awkward transition is because I do want to give away a slight spoiler at the end here. I don't want it to be a spoiler, but we will list Alcoholics Anonymous and the suicide hotline and the link show in the notes for this episode, because it is important. Depression, alcoholism, drug abuse, they can do some crazy things to you, and they are the most terrifying things in reality. You want to support those around you, want to love those around you, and that is the true tragedy of life. Those are the true horrors in life. And if you know someone who needs help, or if you yourself need help, please reach out where you can. Do what you need to. And I think that's one of the great things about this film, is it gives us that moment to really pause and think about it. And once again, I find this film a tragedy. Does it have elements of horror? Absolutely. I think it hits the cues where it needs to hit it. To KAYFABEBABY's statement, I think it does great with the budget, with the time. I think the film was done in like 9 or 10 days. Like, this is a really short turnaround time. The puppetry was fun. But once again, this was also a tragedy in of itself. So please seek help where you need to. Check out this film. It is available right now on video on demand. Alma and the Wolf. If you have seen this movie, if you disagree with our opinions, if you agree with our opinions, or if you have other things to share, please say so in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share, and all of those things. And we will see y'all soon.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir.
I'm one
Thank
of
you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Nerds Rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julie.
Yes, yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right, nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.